Hello everyone. A little bit different today. I've been lazy, so I haven't actually recorded the intro, so it's gonna be more of an organic video today. Last week I was talking about a fountain pen that used to be one of my grail fountain pens up until obviously you buy it, then it stops being a grail fountain pen. And as mentioned, we'll just be doing live things today. So the pen in question was this little puppy. Now let me bring you in a little bit closer. Now this is the Pilot Mew fountain pen. A fountain pen that is not made by Pilot anymore and it still is one of my favorites, and I never really used it because I was afraid not to, be disappointed by it. When I bought it, apparently it was marked as a brand new all stock, and it was in its sealed little plastic bag. And the beauty about this fountain pen is the basically nib. You don't really have a nib per se. The barrel is the nib. And it has a beautiful urushi coated feed, and as all Pilot designs in this case, the posting is perfect, as it should be. Very simple in its design, not much to show. Obviously, because of the small portion or the small size of the pen, you'll have to use the everyone's favorite Con 40. I know I wasn't very sarcastic there. I mean, people do hate it. Personally, I really have no issue against it. It works as intended for me. Let's sync it up and let's see what it can do. Today I'll be using the Hiroshizuku from Pilot Takitsumi. Black looks really nice with that paper. I like it. So let me make some space in here. Defeated by a bottle. Oh man, that thing was really in there. Didn't want to come off. I put some force into this one. I felt that cap. Okay. Simple enough. Put it in the ink. All the way down. All the way up. All the way down again. Here's some more bubbles. And back up. And hopefully that gives me all that I need. And now let's do a quick writing sample. Yeah, I usually have this in a binder. I didn't remove it today. I usually remove them because I hate this as I write. I don't like that, but lazy day today. We'll try and manage with it. Fingers in. And let's see. So far, I'm not disappointed. Beautiful fine line. Reverse works too. Scratch here, definitely thinner, but it works. I hate this. It works. And obviously no real line variation. A little bit of skip on the way up, but seems to keep up pretty good. So far so good. Let's see what he can do. Yes, maybe. No plans for drawing for today. Not sure exactly what I'm gonna do. Let me see if I have everything in focus in here. Hopefully this nib will glide nicely on this paper. So I like this paper, but I don't know if I recommend it to everyone because it's more on the be careful with its side of things, but I like it. I do like it personally. It works well for my ink. Ink? Where did I get all this ink from? It's a mystery. Anyway. Fountain pens. That's part of the life, I guess. Okay, focus. Drawing. I don't know. Feels like lately I've been a little bit in a rut. It's like I don't know what else to do. I might need a break. But the end is near, as in the end of the year is near. So I'll try and push through as much as I can. So let's try and get it started, and then we'll just zoom in and then end up with the end. What should we do here? With this paper, because it's a little bit wider than my scanner, I'm trying to plan around and make sure that I don't go too much to the edges. So this way, what do you call it? When I scan, I can still scan whatever it's on this paper without the need to scan the entire paper. Come on, think. Okay, a line down the middle. How about that? Okay. That's a line. And then split it. Okay, maybe I'm too high. I don't know. I don't want to make a butterfly, so we'll have to come up with something else quick, I guess. It kind of wants me to go this way. I don't know why, but it does. Let me do it again, I guess. And then this way. And now it's not a, it's a little bit more uneven. I don't know what I'm going. Can probably barely see the lines in the camera because I'm kind of gliding on top of the paper. Maybe like this? Maybe I can bring this lower. This here. And this here. And maybe this here. And I don't know what's this. Like it keeps on wanna go this way. Is this some sort of a flaw? He needs eyes though. Surprisingly though, the fountain pen so far did not disappoint. It works pretty darn well. At least on this paper, the way you glide it, it's more like a pencil. It's what I like. So I don't have to commit with strong lines. It's just I can find the shape as I move my hand and adjust as I need it, pretty much like you do like with a pencil. And then I hope when needed, I'm gonna be able to go a little bit stronger. Yeah, seems to work. Maybe we have like a being coming here, like a small character. Maybe. Oh, I'm out of there. Okay, let me bring it down. More like an idea of a face. I want to bring it thinner, thinner, thinner. Oh, okay, that could work. Starting to have an idea of what I want to do now. I kind of started to see a picture. This one will be floating, I think. Something like that. Okay. Don't know what to do here. Let's go back to this thing for a while. It's going to be darker towards the bottom. Hopefully. Light, I guess, somewhere up. I don't know. Maybe bring some lines in. And keep on moving ahead. Keep on moving ahead. A little bit darker here as it goes down, I guess. I'll try and continue this in my DM if I can. Okay. I'm starting to lift paper, so I have to be even gentler. Maybe I gotta slow down a little bit. Can't go too fast, otherwise I'm gonna rip paper, especially when I overlap more in here. Kind of like that. I wish I would have done the same in there. Maybe I can just bring it. I'm still not committed to a hard line in here, so I can still play with it with a little bit, but only so much. Okay, maybe I can do that. I don't know what's gonna happen there, but I'll work with that and see what happens with it. Now I can break that tipping point in there. I didn't like it that much. So how is everybody doing? This will be darker. Maybe I can bring it here. This will be darker. This somehow will blend into it, somehow. Let me bring it down like a droopy thing. I'd sort of do something similar here. Bring some balance, maybe. If I can. Okay, now that got separated in there. I don't know if I like it, but we shall see. Maybe this can come like this. That becomes a line. Then you have this line. Then you have this line. So like this. And darker there. Then darker here, and somehow will blend in there. And then the roots, I guess. Just have to find a way. I just have to find a way to blend it somehow right here. And be careful not to overdo it. That would ruin it. So I do have an idea what I want to do. Hey, got something sort of a quick. I don't know if I'm gonna extend this a little bit higher. But it's something. So let me speed it up and see what we're gonna get out of it. Okay, I think I'm kind of getting there. I actually really enjoyed this one. This one was fun. I get myself lost in the details. And I like how light I can go and then build the layers slowly. I gotta say, the fountain pen did not disappoint at all. The camera, on the other hand, that's a different story. I still have ink on my fingers. Anyway, that's the story of my life, I guess, when it comes to fountain pens. So I've been really enjoying drawing more. And with all this hiatus that I had, where I didn't really buy fountain pens because, well, first of all, I didn't really have the money since I spent it on a lot of nibs this year. Nibs that apparently I should have not spent the money on because nobody's really interested. But it was a good exercise for me to stay away from buying fountain pens, and I honestly not really... I don't have that impulse of, oh, I need to buy another fountain pen, oh, I need to buy another fountain pen. It kind of started to be in the realm of, I don't want to review fountain pens, I want to show what you can do with fountain pens. Like this stuff, right? Completely forgot about this part. I need to darken this though. Make it help stand out more. So yeah, the idea is, I think I might start to do a lot of more drawings. Not focus as much on the review. I mean, let's be honest, I haven't really been that much on reviews. But I'm really enjoying drawing this. I'm finally getting back to what I used to be before my big breakdown from art, well, from drawing. I had like 20 years or something like that, or maybe less, more like 15 maybe, where I didn't draw anything. 15-16 years. Now I'm starting to get back into it. I mean, I do have the ups and downs, the burnouts that are normal, but I still, even when I have the burnouts, I'll still do stuff. Like, for example, I carry this with me, and I'm almost done with this sketchbook that I carry with me. I've been doing all kind of weird stuff in here. Some are good, some are bad. Right? I've been liking doing this stuff a lot. Like on this sketchbook at least. I've been posting some of them on Instagram. Like this weird thing. I don't know what this is, but I kinda like it. Or this weird thing. And I forgot about this one. I had an idea with this one, but I never finished it. Maybe I'll work on it sometime soon. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of this, and I've been using this paper, and I've been doing drawings like this. So I have this big thing. As you remember, it's what started. And this is the one that I've shown before. This one is one of my previous drawings that I did have a video on it. Here's something that I probably haven't shown. I've done this thing. It is though on my website for sale as a print. This one, you know about this one. And then there's this guy that I finished yesterday, which probably won't show in any of my videos, but it'll be up on my website as a poster if anybody's interested. I mean, not that it's anything special about it, but I really enjoy drawing. so much that I'm not that much into buying fountain pens, right? So probably with disappointment to a lot of my viewers, I'm not really into reviewing fountain pens that much. I just want to do art with them. I just want to use them. I'll still probably get like a new fountain pen here and there when I see something that I really like. But no, I want to draw. I want to do stuff with them. I want to use them. I don't just want to goggle at them. Even though that in itself is kind of cool. And I also want to focus more on using my fountain pens. I love my fountain pens, which I know are not for everybody, but this used to be my grail fountain pen, right? And the other one that I got, and eventually I'll show as well. But truth to be told, my true grail has always been to make my own fountain pens. And I'm really in love with them. As a matter of fact, right now I'm working on basically creating like an updated version of my BE6. And I'm really excited about it. I've been gathering the parts that I want to use, and I finally have them. And sometime soon I'm gonna start working on them and building them, and hopefully soon I'll have a new version to show. And hopefully people will like it. If not, doesn't matter. They're my grails. They're my dream fountain pens that I always wanted. But this did not disappoint. I love it. They're a little bit expensive, and probably they will still gonna get more expensive as time goes by. So if you ever basically were on the fence about them, get one before they get too expensive, as long as you can afford it, obviously. And always pay attention to the nib. I took a little bit of a risk getting it, well, all new stock, that it was still in a sleeve, so basically they didn't show any picture of the nib, so that was a huge risk, but I would have been able to return it if anything was wrong with it. Whatever you get, pay attention first to the nib, because these kind of fountain pens, if you drop them, it will bend the nib, and they're very hard to bend back into place. Not that it's impossible, but it's very hard to get them perfect. Since you can get, also if it's too bad, you can just replace it, right? You can't find these as spare parts. You have to fix it, and sometimes you get weird situations when it's not bent properly because it's hard to get it that perfect. It's not like you can remove the nib and bend it. It's like you have to think on the entire thing, and this is stainless steel too, which is not as easy to work with as it is with, let's say, gold, for example, right? Usually golds are the easiest nibs to save because they're very soft and malleable, and you can work with them. Stainless steel, not as much. Not that it's impossible, but it's definitely harder. Again, from my experience, if I'm wrong, please do correct me. I don't want to spread misinformation in here. But I love this thing. I really do, especially on this paper. Works nice, and I like this ink. I really like how this drawing turned out. I love the detail. Right now I'm still working on this part. It feels a little bit unfinished, but I'm not far from being done with it. I'm barely touching the paper, honestly. I'm gliding above it, so on my fingernail doesn't leave any mark as I glide, as I do on the paper. This paper definitely cannot take abuse, so you gotta be very gentle with it. This kind of paper won't be for everyone, 100%. I've seen some reviews because this was marked as a watercolor paper. Some of them, they have issues with the watercolor, so it's not really watercolor. Also, the finish is not really that good. Like, for example, you have ripped up pieces like this. I like it because it gives that old kind of a finish, so personally I like it, but might not be on everybody's liking. And the consistency throughout, like the thickness and the color, is not the same everywhere. Like, for example, you get like patches of white and things like that, right? So it's almost like an old manuscript kind of a paper thing. And if you like that, you'll love the paper, but if you don't like that, you'll probably hate the paper. Took me a while to figure it out, but I think I got the hang of it. I could spend so much time doing this kind of details in here. I love it. So I might again branch out to this kind of a approach with my drawings. I'll still show the item that I'm working with, talk about it. But honestly, this is just a beautiful tool. I'm more interested in this. And I do apologize if this doesn't align with what you like or want from me. I respect that, and I know what you will do, and I respect that as well. If you unsubscribe, I'm not upset, and I understand about that, but I want to do more of this, and that's my thinking. So most probably towards the new year, I'll be focusing mostly on drawing only. I love this. It's like the details are building themselves. All I have to do is just glide. And sometimes the nib leaves like a darker spot, and then I was like, oh hey, okay, that's a depression. Let's use that. I wonder how long this video is gonna be. Probably like at least half an hour. I'll try and cut it down as much as I can. But not much. Not by much. I like this. Not sure about this. It feels like could have done better here. But not too bad, huh? Yeah, that's okay. This one feels a little bit abrupt. Maybe we'll do something like this. Feels like it goes behind it somehow. This feels like it needs to be darker since it goes behind it. So now honestly it's just building up on the detail that I already have. and adding more structure, I guess. Do you call it structure? What would you call it? I don't know. My terms are not the best, that's for sure. And if you made it this far, thank you very much. I really appreciate the view and you wasting your time watching a guy that is kind of boring, playing with fountain pens on a piece of paper. I'm really, really boring person. Of a person, I know that. I'm bored with myself. I can only imagine how others are with me. I love this. I love this. Okay, now I'm creating some separation. I see it finally. There you go. Then blend it in a little bit. So it's not too strong on one spot. I need to bring more in here. And now it's actually pretty much dark. So it feels like right now if I'm pressing too hard, I'm actually ripped through the paper. So I'm kind of doing more of a stapling approach to still darken. This paper I noticed that it's good to move around as much as possible to give a chance for the paper to dry off. That's really dark, that's really dark. Maybe make this just as dark. So this way kind of sort of balances out. But as it dries out, it becomes more of a charcoal. I like this. I like this thing. This works nice on this. Takesumi. I don't care about this. It doesn't have to be very detailed. I could just get it. I could just leave it as wispy lines. I like that. Just maybe bring more definition to them. So they don't feel they just end abruptly. It's like you can see the end of them, but I'll let your mind complete the line rather than complete it for you. Give a little bit of mystery in there. Let the brain do a little bit of work. I'm just suggesting things. Oh, I put my signature here. I'm not gonna touch that. I was like, it looks weird, but I was like, no, that's in purpose. Leave it. Don't touch it. And yeah, I think this is about it. I'm kind of done with it. I like this here. This is nice. This feels out of place. Bring it together. Like this. I like that. I like that. I like this. Oh man, I could go until like hours and hours. I need to stop. Otherwise I'm gonna overdo it for sure. Let me just bring some here and some here. Obviously this needs to be as strong as possible. I don't know why, but in my head it needs to be. This maybe just blend it in a little bit. Maybe darker on the left side, because I kept this pattern where it's darker-ish on that side. Like, based on the face. Just glide above it and just darken it a little bit. and try and do this across the entire thing. Can you hear the deep? Let me bring it closer. Maybe you can hear it this way. Whoop. Yeah. Oof, see depression. That shape just literally built up by itself. I didn't do much. Just gliding the pen. It's like you're brushing on and just comes out. I don't do much. I'm just here for the ride. Okay, I'll stop here. Anyway, hope you'll enjoy it. Hope you're still with me. Hopefully you didn't find it that boring. I noticed that, well, people don't really like watching this because they may be too long. Usually my average viewing for, let's say, a half an hour video, it's about 2-3 minutes. So I do know people get bored. But I still enjoy it. Anyway, thanks a lot for joining me. Not much a review. I guess more like finally using a fountain pen that for me was a high point in my life when I got it, and I was hoping to get it and all that. A grail fountain pen that I do enjoy. I should have used it earlier. Love it. I still have some ink in it. Yeah, let me move this. I don't want to ruin the drawing. Let's see how much ink I still have left based on that drawing that I did. Oof, not much. I'm almost empty. So maybe I cannot do a complete drawing with it, but I can start one and I just fill it up if anything. So all that ink created this. Let's look at it. Still working on learning how to do faces. I'm just giving ideas now of what the face might look like. Kind of like how the whole head turned out. And then organic, woody, kind of a pattern, I guess. I don't know. I'm into wood, I guess, huh? A lot of my patterns end up like this. Which I like. I guess this is my style now. I like this. I like that. I like a lot that. Almost like I want to do the same on them, but it's like if I do it everywhere, it's not as special. So I'll leave it like this. I'll leave it like this. I have like small things here and there, which is kind of similar to that. Especially around here and around here. So I think I'll leave it like that. I'm not gonna touch it. That's it. It's done. I'm gonna ruin it for sure. Anyway, thanks a lot for joining me. Hopefully I'll see you next time, and hopefully you enjoy next one as well. Have a good day or night, whatever you are. Take care. Bye.